This is just to add on to the last video I just posted. If you guys did not see that video, check it out. The video is called they discredit what they envy, which is your testimony. You know, there's many people that if they went through what you went through, they would curse God. See, not everybody can handle the trials and tribulations that many of us go through with fighting witchcraft attempts, fighting curses, breaking generational curses. People will envy your obedience to God. There's people that will look up to you because of your obedience to God, and you'll encourage them. But then there's people that will envy your obedience to God because they're not obedient. There's people that will go through similar things that you go through, but their heart's not right. And because of that, they self-sabotage. They receive a word from God. They don't plant it in good soil. And then the devil steals the word from them based on their doubt, disbelief. And then when they see that you're obedient, you're doing things that God tells you to do, they will envy that. But a lot of these people don't understand is God will only put you through what you can handle. And like I said in the other video, the bigger the obstacles, the bigger the testimony, the greater the testimony, right? And not everyone can handle what you went through. Therefore, not everybody will be able to handle the testimony that you have. People only look at the rewards, but they don't look at what you had to go through, what you had to endure. They don't look at the obedience. They don't look at the loyalty you have. Some people will see it in you, some people won't. They don't see the behind the scenes. Like I said in the other video, people will pretend and act like they know your testimony better than you. They don't see the deliverance you went through behind the scenes. And the problem is because people are so, show off when it comes to what they do relating to God. Everyone tries to show that they have a greater anointing than someone else. So what they'll do is they'll pray publicly like the Pharisees did. Fast publicly like the Pharisees did. They'll do all this publicly to see, look at me, guys. I'm doing things that God told me to do. I'm being obedient. I'm fasting publicly. I'm praying publicly. I'm wrapping my head, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. They will do all these things publicly just to try to prove that they're more of a prophet, they're more anointed than other people. And they'll discredit the people who are humble when it comes to these things, who don't pray publicly, who fast privately, who have that intimate relationship with God. They will try to shame these people and try to act like they know these people's lives. Try to act like they know our testimonies more than us. No one knows your testimony more than you, more than God. Right? And oftentimes too, hi. That's okay, don't worry. Oftentimes too, they will, they'll just try to discredit you. But people don't see the behind the scenes. They don't see what you had to go through. They don't see the deliverance you had to go through. They don't see the requests that God has specifically given you that you had to obey. They didn't see the behind the scenes when you were obedient to these requests. Instead, they assume. Instead, they would prefer to allow the Leviathan, Jezebel spirit, to take control of their thoughts, emotions, and they will allow the envy to get to them so much that they will discredit the hand of God on your life. They will discredit your testimony. But what they don't realize is them discrediting you and your testimony, they're discrediting God. That's what they don't realize. That's what they don't realize. See, if many people went through what you went through, or had to fight the same battles you fight, they would have cursed God. They would have cursed God. Job went through a lot, and Job's wife tried to convince him to curse God, but he didn't. Many of these people that envy your testimony, your calling, they would have cursed God had they had to go through what you went through. And that's why God did not give them the same calling that he gave you. So I just want to say, if anyone is going through trials, tribulations, persecutions, all of that, rejoice. Be glad. Rejoice and be glad. And just know that it doesn't stay that way. There's always a resolution. But also remember that your mindset, your heart, everything mentally, spiritually, emotionally that's going on within you, that is also being tested in the midst of that trial and tribulation. So always keep your heart clean. Just know that that alone is a test. And when God sees that through this trial and tribulation, you've not lost faith in him. You're standing strong. You are faithful. You are loyal. I promise you, he will take good care of you. And he will give you more. And he is also going to accompany you through the other trials and tribulations that may be thrown on your path. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.